All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back, episode 24 of the Always Chillin podcast.
Kobe.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't think we said that for 8, but we like 24 Kobe better.
I like 24 Kobe better.
If this is your first time seeing us, make sure you like our stuff, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that stuff. Leave comments, all those things on YouTube. It really, really, really does help a lot. Let's just get right into it, man. I was on the Journal Star's Facebook. And I saw this article, and I was like, oh, I gotta talk to Damon about this. And I went to the comments.
I think I know where you're going.
Hey, I went to the comments. I was like, I bet you $100 Damon's already commented on this fucking article, and the article was about boom cars.
And I think I went by that fucker's house. Man, if you don't go and take your ass on something to complain,
Article was about, he calls them boom cars, which I've never heard before.
Boom cars.
Yeah. Boom cars. You're listening to your music too loud. Damon, basically,
Man,
is what he said.
That's an attack.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an attack on me and my brown brothers, man. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, I saw that ad. I was like, wow. And I guess they had nothing to do down there, so they shot the story. I mean, boom. Lincoln, as far as I know, has no noise ordinance law.
I don't think so. I think if we did, you would know about it.
You would know about it, definitely.
I mean, you specifically.
Me.
Yeah, you would know.
Yeah, I got 4 12s in there, man, and I'm planning on putting 2 more in there this winter.
No shit.
Yeah, man.
That thing's already, like, it vibrates my nose hairs.
Man, I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I've always been.
Yeah,
I guess I was always
you definitely
known for it.
feel the music.
I love it. I love it.
I just thought it was so funny. The dude called him boom cars, and I was like, I bet you Damon's in the comments already like, fuck you.
Man, if you don't go take your ass and complain about something else, motherfucker, something substantial, motherfucker, what the fuck? And they actually wrote this story. Wow. Yeah, I felt like that was.
Yeah, they did. Letter to the editor. Cars are too loud. And I was reading what neighborhood it was in. I was like, man, I wonder if Damon did drive by this house.
That's my hobby town route.
Yeah.
That is my hobby town route. I go straight down Norman Boulevard. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I try to be courteous sometimes. You know, I know that shit's thumping. You know, I'm muted sometimes at the stoplight, but sometimes it's funny as fuck when I'm at the stoplight and I look in my rearview mirror and the next car beside me is like 3 cars behind me. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, man? It's fucking music. Are you serious? One day I even tripped out because the lady had a Black Lives Matter sticker in her back window, but was scared to pull up to me at the fucking light. So I'm like, are you fucking serious? But you know, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna keep my shit pounding. I love that shit. And my son was like, you too old? I was like, nah, I've been doing this shit since.
He thinks you're too old?
Yeah, my son thinks I'm crazy, man. Thinks I'm crazy as shit. But I thought my dad was fucking crazy too, so I guess I don't know.
Yeah, get yourself a boom car.
The boom car.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're rolling around at 3 a.m.
I know.
That shit, you know?
You know, that would be disrespectful.
You do it in like normal business hours, basically.
Business hours, broad daylight.
Yeah.
Man. I don't even do it in my neighborhood.
Well, you can't. People be fucking throwing bricks through your windows and shit.
Yeah.
If you're tuning in your neighborhood.
I live in, I won't say an elderly neighborhood, but yeah, we're young as fuck over there. Yeah. I'm respectful with it. Boom cars. Yeah, that was new to me.
Boom cars.
Oh, motherfucker. I'm surprised you can even hear anymore, motherfucker.
I don't know if you saw this, and I'm not really that into basketball, but I thought it was kind of interesting. Somebody asked Michael Jordan who the 4 current players would be that would do the best in his era. They were like, who do you think that's playing now would be able to play well in your era? And his answer was LeBron, obviously, Kobe, Tim Duncan, and
Definitely
Dirk Nowitzki.
Definitely.
That's Michael's. That's Michael Jordan's like top 4.
Hard to argue with that.
Yeah.
I would take out.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just kind of surprised. He doesn't even mention somebody like. I think the mainstream answers would be like Steph Curry, maybe.
I would take out Nowitzki and no diss because that's my boy. He's my next favorite white boy next to Larry Bird. Mm-hmm. Actually, he's on my all white boy team. Dirk's
who's number 2's not that other one, the white Dennis Rodman. Who the hell? Who's that guy? You were telling me about
Bill
him the
Laimbeer?
other day. I don't know. You were telling me about him the other day, and he had a big old like red mullet.
Oh, Bill Walton.
Yeah, Bill Walton. Yeah,
Yeah,
you described him as the white Dennis Rodman.
He's definitely the white Dennis Rodman.
Make that up.
Yeah, I would take out Nowitzki and I would put in Westbrook.
Yeah,
I'd throw Westbrook in there. Other than that, it's hard to argue with Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would take out Nowitzki. Just
So
because
you must think Westbrook's pretty underrated then, huh? Because I don't think anybody even really talks about him as far as
I
as
don't
far as
think
who's-
he gets the love, and I think he's the Charles Barkley of this era. He just, I don't know, maybe he'll be appreciated later on, but the only reason I take Nowitzki out is because in the 90s, the 80s and the 90s, and it is now, but it's more 3-point shooting shit now. The 80s and the 90s, it was strictly above the rim game. Like if you had no bunnies, if you had no hops, you wasn't really gonna work because there wasn't no shoot a three. There you'd get benched. You know what I mean? Steve Kerr didn't see the court until they was down 2 and needed that 3. That's the only time Steve Kerr saw the court, bro.
Really?
No, Steve Kerr's not going to the Hall of Fame. He probably will as a coach, but as a player, no, because he wasn't that guy. Yeah, I definitely take out Nowitzki because he didn't have that above the rim game, and he wasn't quite Larry. Yeah, I agree with Mike on that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
LeBron,
Yeah, I feel like LeBron has to be on
he's definitely
the list, at least in the
he-
conversation.
He's going to give you all 5 positions consistently, and on offense and defense, and I don't know that he would play the 4 or the 5 in the 90s, but he definitely play the 1 through the 3 and dominate in the 80s and the 90s just because of his sheer size. I mean, he's a big motherfucker. I've seen LeBron. We go to Nuggets games. Haven't been in a while because of COVID, but I've seen these dudes. You know what I mean? They list LeBron at 250, and I'm like,
You think they're undershooting him?
by 30 pounds.
Oh, really?
I'm looking
Damn.
at this motherfucker, man. I'm looking at him. I'm like, no, fuck, 250. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
That's 280.
They don't do it. They don't do it the other way, like in football. Everybody's 2 inches shorter than
That's
than what their
280.
roster says.
LeBron, I think, it's when he was with the Heat. And in the East Coast game is a little different than the West Coast game. West Coast is a little more finesse, at least in the 80s and the 90s, I'm talking. So going to the East, you would have had to bulk up a little more. So yeah, when he was with Miami, I think he was about close to 270 for sure.
Damn.
Dude ain't 250.
Damn, that's big.
He's probably more lean now than he's ever been, but dude was 275 at least.
Yeah, I don't even think I can picture a person that big.
6'8",
I don't know if I've ever seen somebody that's even 6'8".
6'9", really?
I don't know if I've even seen somebody that tall in person.
Uh,
Not up close. I mean, I've watched a Husker game at Pinnacle, but from far away. So
Yeah, it's a trip.
if any of those kids are that tall, I wouldn't be able to tell.
But it's a trip, man. When and I'm not short. I'm 6'2", 6'3", but when you run in the court with these 6'9" and 7 foots and 6'11s,
yeah, huge.
and he's just as quick as you, you learn to appreciate KD.
yeah,
You learn to appreciate the Nowitzkis. Like, you know what I mean? I'm quick, you know what I mean? I'm bang, bang, bang because, my stature allows me to, but he doing the same shit. So, you know what I mean? When you do get up on a person like that and you be like, damn, this dude
just freak
averaging
athletes.
32 and every night.
Did you ever have to play against a freak like that?
Yeah.
In any of the sports you played? Just somebody who was
Yeah.
just there was nothing you could do.
Yeah,
Just
man.
naturally
Bobby
they were going to beat
Williams.
your ass no matter
Bobby
what.
Williams. That dude, and this was high school, 6'6", 330.
330.
330,
Damn.
man, and I'm the corner coming off the blitz every time, and this dude, and I'm like, they ain't calling this shit. I'm like, damn, they ain't calling this shit. But the one time I beamed his ass and I knocked his big ass over. Shout out Bobby Williams, what's up, man? Yeah, I did do that. The basketball court, this guy, his name was Mike Kissinger. They call him Kiss.
That sounds familiar for
Yeah,
some
he's
reason.
from Lincoln here. 6'11", man.
Okay, maybe that's why.
6'11". Oh my God. I was the shortest dude on my team in high school.
No shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to go up against that shit every day in high school. But I learned to freak they motherfucking asses though. I had a suite with none of these NBA players, none of these guys have today. As a guard, as a 1-2 guard, I had a sweet mid range game, and it always fell through for me. I could dunk. I can dunk backwards, all that shit. But, me being a little man, I very rarely did I get the opportunity to dunk in a game. But yeah, I can fly. But yeah, when you the little man, you don't get that opportunity a whole lot. And I can shoot. Like when the court that I grew up playing on, and it's still there. It's not a court anymore, but the building is still there. There used to be these guy wires up there, like an X. So I would go around to all the spaces and get that arch over every X. So my shot was unblockable. I had what they called a up and down shot.
Yeah, lob that thing. Nice.
And I hate Steph Curry, man. But I guess I was Steph Curry. Yeah, I shoot your fucking eyeballs out, man.
Dang.
Yeah, I was nice out there.
Yeah,
Man.
it's weird to run into people that are just that much like stronger and faster and
It's crazy.
and bigger
It's
than you.
crazy.
In the Marine Corps, sometimes we'd have to ground fight.
Yeah.
They'd just have us just roll around trying to choke each other out and stuff. And
Right.
sometimes you would come across a guy and you're just like,
You ever run into that Oak
yeah,
Strong?
you're just like, fuck. There's like nothing I can
From
do.
Alabama.
I have like both my hands around one of his arms. I'm like pulling as hard as I can, and he doesn't even give a
He
fuck.
don't even know you're there.
Yeah, he like doesn't even care. He can just pick me up off the ground.
Man.
Yeah, it's weird when you run into freaks like
them
that.
people
It's
are
just like,
around
it's a good reminder. Stay humble, man.
Stay humble.
Because somebody out there is untouchable to you. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee it. And when you run into those people, it's weird. In boot camp, there's 3 times we had to do these things. They're pugil sticks. I don't know if they're pugil
Like
or
the big,
yeah, they look
cotton
like
swab
big. Yeah, they
things?
look like big Q-tips.
Okay.
Like, they got and one end's red and one end's black.
Y'all really do that shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so one end red and one end is black. And it's supposed to be like a rifle. Like it doesn't feel like it's huge, so it doesn't feel like a rifle.
Okay,
But it's like one end's like the bayonet side, and then the black side's like the rifle stock. So the red side,
one side lighter, one side heavier.
no, but the red side is like you're dead. Like if they get you with the red side, then you lost.
Okay.
Like you lost. It's
Okay.
like an instant win because that's the kill side.
Damn.
So the first time you're just like in a circle, and everybody's there, and they put like a football helmet on you, and they give you like a boxing diaper, all that shit.
Oh, shit's getting real.
Yeah, and they put the thing in your hand, and then they're like when we blow the whistle, just go, and then you just start beating the shit out of each other. So the first time it's like you're just in this circle, it's like okay, whatever. The second time you're on like kind of this elevated thing, so then like you can also get knocked off,
Okay.
So it adds that element. And the third time they call it the Thunderdome.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's in this big thing. So this time it's super intense, and the drill instructors, I swear they put money on it because they're like it's like the first time they're ever like pepping you up, and they're nice to you, and they're like, come on man, you can do this shit, like let's go in there, beat his fucking ass. It's like the first time they're encouraging you. So I guarantee they're like, I got $20 here, I got 20,
Fuck yeah.
So and there's like the they can watch. There's like a balcony that the drill instructors stand on, and they can see into it has like a roof and everything. It's called the Thunderdome.
Thunder Games, you mean?
Yeah, just like this little room. But this time, they get you all hyped up on each side, and you have to run through this hallway to get into the Thunderdome. So you both run in at the same time. You have to like come around a corner.
They don't show that part in the movie.
Yeah, so you can't see each other until you
God damn.
until you run in. And this is the first time I encountered a fucking freak because I ran through the hallway and he was at my door waiting for me already when I got in there, and I was like, oh fuck, I was like, this dude's really fast, and he just clocks me, bang, he hits me with the thing, and then that's when I learned why they say they beat the snot out of you.
Oh, yeah.
Snot went flying out of my fucking face.
Rock your
This
snot
dude-
box.
this dude
My dad
fucking-
used to say that. Move.
Yeah, so I was running through expecting him to be just coming out of his door at the same time, but he was already at mine, just like just got me right
Freaky
in the face. And I was like,
Oh my God.
I was like, Jesus, this dude. Yeah, and I went flying. I was like, this dude is the strongest person I've ever seen in my life. I have no idea who he was. He was like from some other platoon, Yeah, he was strong.
I won't say his name, but he's a Husker great, ex-Husker great.
Yeah,
This
sure.
is back in the 90s. We were coming from one of the bars, and big old motherfucker, man. He's 6'5", 300. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And he was full, we full. So we started talking shit. No, he starts talking shit. Like, get out of my way or something. We like, man, fuck you, motherfucking. As he's coming up, I'm like, whoa. And he
just keeps
gets
getting-
off
he
the
just keeps
bike.
getting
Yeah,
bigger
just keeps
and bigger
getting
and
mad.
bigger.
I'm like, oh shit. So he gets off this bike, and the bike's just fucking screaming. Like, you can see the bike like about to just bust apart, right? So he gets off the bike, throws this motherfucker, man, and I'm like, don't even know where the bike went, right? Like, damn. So he starts swinging on us and shit, and it was like 3-4 of us. You know, we all skinny motherfuckers and shit.
He was
right?
a D lineman, right?
Yes, he was.
I think you've told me this before.
Yes, he was.
He is a giant man.
A real giant, a real fucking giant. And I swear, me and my cousin swear, he had the Freddy Krueger sweater on. The red and green sweater. Freddy used, but anyway, you know
calling you bitch. The whole
you know
time.
what I'm saying? You know the posts that go along the campus, you know, with those little. So my little skinny ass, I'm like, I'm about to grab this fucking post out of the ground. I'm about to whoop this big motherfucker ass, right? So I go to it, and I'm like, ugh, I can't get it. You know, it ain't even budging, right? So he sees me. And the motherfucker's like your boy, and he's there.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh shit!
You're like, oh my god,
damn, this motherfucker's man. What the fuck? And he just grabs the pole and just. I'm like, oh, it's time to go now.
You're just using your entire body to try to even
on it like
get
this.
an inch out of the ground.
This dude I'm like, oh, it's time to go. You got to know when to get the fuck up out of there, man. Oh, like, it's time to go. It's time to go.
He just pulls it out like
pulled it out
I'm about to kick your ass with this,
like a candle out of a cake, bro. I'm like, man, I had my whole body on that.
Yeah, you gave him a good idea. He saw you doing that shit. He was like, oh,
yeah,
good
and
idea.
He was there. I was like, oh my god. That was a 4 or 5 right there, man.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, you got to know when to get the fuck up out of there when you run into that kind of motherfucker.
Did he chase you, or did
he tried to chase us, but yeah, he wasn't catching me.
Adrenaline, man.
Yeah, I don't think he caught nobody that night.
Adrenaline will do that.
Yeah, it will.
Speaking of adrenaline, Janice sent me a video of some dude getting arrested.
Yeah,
right out front of the shop the other day. What was that about?
I don't know what Young Blood was doing, man, but you know, I will say, dude handled his business the correct way. You know what I mean? It's especially in these days, that's hard to watch for anybody, especially with my history with the police.
Yeah.
I mean, I think dude did, you know, he did what he was supposed to do. You know, and I tried to tell the kid, you know, just be cool, man. Just be cool. That's all you can do right now. Be cool. Don't give them a reason. You know, and about 200 cop cars later for one kid, you know what I mean, with a backpack on. You know, he didn't even have a shirt on. You know what I mean? So
he looked young. He looked like a small. I mean, not a small kid, but he looked like a teenager.
Early 20s, maybe. Maybe he might even been a transient. You know what I mean? That's what it looked like. Maybe
no shit. I thought he looked like a high schooler, but
he had a cup of ice water from the gas station. Maybe he might have walked out of the gas station with the ice water or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's where the direction he was coming from. It was real hard to watch, but at the same time, you know, I think they did their job. They handled the kid correctly.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, it was a trip though.
That's all you can ask for.
Yeah,
she sent me the video. I was like, what the hell?
And you know, me being me, you know what I mean?
What's going on out there?
I'm like, damn, dog, cut right. You know what I mean? But you know, I didn't want the cop to see me. You know, I'm like, cut right, dog, now, cut right. You can get away. Shit. Me back in my day.
Yeah, Janice said they took some shit off him too.
Yeah.
Put it in a little baggie for later.
He had it all individually bagged, man.
Yeah, that's a bad sign.
It's real bad sign. Real fucked up, you know. Look like Bud to me.
Man.
But, you know, individually wrapped like that, bro. You that's a whole different ball game for you now.
Yeah.
I never did do that stupid shit, man. I have 2-3 pounds in my backpack in one fucking bag. Like shit, I'm smoking.
Well, yeah, if you bag it up, it's hard for you to argue that you're not
smoking
delivering it to somebody or something. But
I'm smoking this shit all day, motherfucker. This is my
it's in
personal
one bag.
Yeah, I never did.
I just have a lot of it,
and I don't even think I really knew that law. I just shit. Why?
Yeah, it's just
there you go. There you go. How much you need, motherfucker? Yeah, I never did that shit. But not very often would I ride around dirty and shit. I see that shit so often these days, man. I never ride around dirty like that, knowing I'm dirty. I'm dirty myself. You know what I mean? What the fuck? I'm going to have some more dirt in the car. Yeah, I don't get these motherfuckers today with that shit. I think it's more trying to high sight, want to put it on the gram, you know what I mean? If we had Instagram, Facebook back in 92, man, I'd been a millionaire off of robbing these dumb motherfuckers. I'd have been a millionaire overnight.
Yeah, like, I'm really glad. I'm really glad Snapchat and all that shit wasn't really a thing.
I was banging these motherfuckers off.
in the early days of me being in the Marine Corps. Because I follow these Instagram pages that just like screen record dumb shit that people that are fresh in the Marine Corps are putting on Snapchat and stuff. And it's just man, I'm so like I want to like I talk all this shit, but I was doing shit like that too. Just
Right.
Nobody's ever gonna know.
Nobody's
man.
gonna know.
Ever
Exactly.
gonna know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we
like-
are
we like-
still from that era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we like lit cars on fire.
Tip cars over and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody will ever know because no
Yeah,
dumb
we were-
motherfucker was
I mean, we're in the parking lot slashing tires, and it's like,
and can walk while we're doing it.
yeah,
Yeah,
So,
these motherfuckers today, man. They just
yeah. Now everything they're doing is on somebody's putting it on Snapchat, somebody's recording it, somebody's like dudes in the Marine Corps are getting in trouble for shit like that all the time.
Well, I didn't know. I don't know if I told you my son's football game. They were supposed to play a certain school, and we're all at the game like, what the fuck? They didn't even show up. Yeah, the
Why?
TikTok bathroom thing that was
Oh.
going on around the schools. The opposing team my son was supposed to play, they had 15 of their players involved in it. So
No shit.
they didn't have enough
That was-
players, so they had to forfeit the fucking game.
That was so fucking.
I'm like, you
dumb.
fucking idiots, man. Who was recording it? Y'all need to whoop his ass.
Why is that even fun? You just
Why is that even fun? Why
just
is
go
that even a
vandalize the
thing?
shit
Let's
out of
go
a
fuck up
bathroom?
the school, man. What the? I don't know.
I don't know. I guess people are bored as hell.
That's
or something. I don't know.
That's super bored.
Like what the fuck? Like why?
And then record it, bro. I mean, what the fuck?
And then it makes you cooler for some reason. Like people look at you like, wow,
You know that was
a cool thing to do.
that was a nationwide fucking thing. Man.
I know. Yeah, I kept seeing news articles like 157 bathrooms got fucked up today. I'm like, what?
Why? Why? I remember in junior
So
high.
dumb. Well, it's like why eat laundry detergent? It just seems like something that you shouldn't do. There's that one where you choke yourself out
oh yeah.
until you pass out.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that was a thing even when I was a kid.
We
It's
used to do that
it's
shit.
It's just
Yeah,
now
we used to do
now they record it
Right.
and,
Right.
and put it on the internet. You record yourself choking yourself
I
out.
almost
Like
died.
you look stupid.
Well, you did it.
And you look dumb too. And then you're like, hell yeah. And you put it online and it goes viral and you're like, fuck yeah, 50 million people saw me looking stupid.
I don't get it, man.
Yeah, it's just like, and it's, I don't know, they're called challenges or, but like, maybe I'm gonna sound like an old dude, but like for who? Like challenges for what?
What's the benefit here?
Like who are you impressing? I don't know. Yeah,
another idiot.
that milk crate thing one. That one was pretty fucking funny,
that
dude.
Shit was,
That-
that was hilarious.
That milk. Crate,
I wasn't
that
gonna
milk
do
crate
this shit.
challenge. Some people went way too high with
And
those.
got
Some people,
fucked up.
some people built them like 12 milk crates high.
Bones popping out of legs, backs broken and shit, heavy weights that know damn well they wasn't supposed to be up there. I'm like, look at this shit here.
Yeah, it seems like every couple months there's another
a new
dumb one.
challenge.
Right now there's like, I saw some like, basically the punch a stranger thing is back. You remember that?
What the fuck?
Remember that when people were just walking up to people and
I
clocking
wish a
them up?
motherfucker would.
Yeah.
I wish
Apparently
let me
that's
see it.
apparently
let
that
me be
one's
around
back.
the corner, boy. I'm a boy. My thing is National Donut Day,
National.
or it's
Donut Day.
it's National.
Oh, you think
it's
there's-
National Eat Spaghetti Day.
You think there's too many days?
What the fuck? I ain't never heard of none of this shit in my life. It's
see.
National Coffee Day. Get the fuck out of here. When?
Let's see.
When y'all start this?
Okay, here we go. Top 20 strangest holidays. Here we go. National Spaghetti Day. You weren't kidding about that one.
No, it's real. No, it's real.
National Hugging Day. I mean,
Oh shit.
I'm all
Even
right.
right now?
I'm all right with that one.
I'm cool. Back up on me.
Yeah. World Nutella Day. Whatever.
Ew.
I guess if you, I mean, Nutella's good. I like it. I don't know if it needs a whole day. Everybody knows about it.
Can't eat that shit all day.
World Compliment Day. I mean, some of these aren't bad. Just, you know,
I get it.
give somebody a compliment.
I get it. But when
World
y'all start
Compliment
this
Day.
shit?
Super Mario Day, World Party Day, National Zipper Day. That one, that one I'm not so sure about.
So wait. What you supposed to do with your zipper?
I don't know. Let me look. Just look at it.
You supposed to wear your pants? I mean, would you what? See, that's one, right? That's
Just zip it. No L Day.
no who?
No L. Like you can't use the letter L. It's called It's called Alphabet Day. Alphabet.
Okay.
Because you can't say L.
Yeah. All right.
So no L Day.
Damn.
Pretend to be a time traveler day. National Eat a Red Apple Day.
Eat a red apple day.
Count
Okay,
your-
doctor. Yeah, doctor will love you for that.
Yeah, Count Your Buttons Day.
Oh.
World Mosquito Day.
Oh.
I don't know about that one.
I ain't seen a mosquito in a while.
Talk Like a Pirate Day.
I don't even know how to do that.
Hug Your Cat Day. I can get behind Hug Your Cat Day.
Cats are assholes.
Panic Day. Panic Day.
Okay.
Purpose of Panic Day is to reduce and manage people's stress.
So, how do you
Encourage
make
people.
yourself panic?
I don't know. The purpose of panic is a good coincidence that Panic Day is also Picnic Day. So it's like, how lucky.
Okay.
After you're done panicking, you can have a little picnic to relax. But yeah,
That's
there's some weird
bullshit.
ones.
That's
There's
some bull. That's
National Lumpy Rug Day.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, that's funny. National Walk Around Things Day.
Walk around things.
Do a grouch a favor day.
Hold on, I kind of like that shit. Right? Do a grouch.
do a grouch.
So a grouchy motherfucker.
Yeah,
do some shit for him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, that one's okay, but
I
that
like
might get
that.
you. That might get you stabbed or something.
It depends on what you
Do the wrong thing.
You
You do the
gotta
wrong thing to the wrong grouch.
You got to be real creative.
Yeah. National Ampersand Day. National Step in a Puddle and Splash Your Friends Day.
Well, goddamn.
National Paper Bag Day.
That might get you beat up with me, depending on what I got on my feet.
Yeah, I accidentally got another pair of ones the other day. By the way, yeah. I
Told you, dog, you in the game now,
I
dog.
sent those to you. Well,
You
because
done took a hit of the sneaker dope, and now you in
that app I've been on, I'm already banned from buying sneakers for a while. My wife was like, "No, enough. You got three. You got three pairs.
You gonna be sneaking behind her back.
You got 3 pairs of ones in like 3 weeks. That's enough. Like, chill." And this one was an accident. It was legit an accident. I was messing with that app, So that app that I've been getting my shoes on,
right.
You can make a list of the ones you want and stuff. Yeah, I told you that. So I have this list of Jordans, and then it tells you what the latest sale was. So you can see, like, oh, this one just sold for $200. This one's trending up.
Try this. This is new to me. This is so new
this
to
one's trending up. This one's trending down. So these new ones came out. The prototypes, Jordan 1 prototypes, they're called. And I really liked them.
Stitching in them.
I liked them a lot. Yeah, it looks real nice. So I was
clean.
like, okay. So I was watching the price kind of go up and down, and they were selling for like $245, $250. So it has this other feature where you can put out an offer. So if there's a pair of shoes that you like, you can say, this is the amount of money I'm willing to spend on them. And if someone has those shoes, then they just say, okay, cool, deal, and then that's how you get them.
This is so new to me. I gotta try it.
Yeah,
It sounds fun.
Yeah, so I was watching these prototypes, and they're selling, $245, $250, and I was like, oh, I'll put an offer out for $215. Save $30. Get them for $30 less than what they're selling for. That seems pretty good. I thought it was gonna let me know, like, oh, hey, somebody's interested in your offer. You down? But they just charge your card right away. As soon as somebody accepts your offer, they just go, whoosh, and then they send you an email like, oh, your shoes are on the way.
On the way.
Because when you put in the offer, you have to like confirm, and you're basically authorizing the payment.
Make sure you get them. Make sure you get them shits.
Yeah, so you can have this offer out, but they send them to the verification place first, and then the verification place makes sure they're real, and then they send them to you.
About it.
And the other cool thing, not for me, but if you're super crazy into the shoe game, and you're buying and reselling and trading and doing all this crazy shit all the time, this place will store them for you. So you can buy shoes that you're going to sell and just have them keep them. And then as soon as they sell them. Obviously, they take a little piece of it.
Yeah.
When they do
That's
that.
the biz.
But yeah, you could basically run a whole sneaker flipping operation basically off that app, just watching people's offers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get in the game.
Yeah, it's cool. So I got another pair. I'm not wearing them right now, but I got another pair. I like them, but I'm banned for a while.
It's boot season now anyway, man.
Yeah,
I'm putting shit away. I was just down there in today, just making sure everything's away. Pulled out my Timbs.
It's almost wintertime. So.
It's almost boot season, man.
Yeah, I'm banned. My wife was like, no more. She practically had an intervention. She was like,
it'd be like that sometimes.
She was like, seriously, are you like addicted to shoes now? And I was like, no, I like these ones a lot, and I put an offer, and I want to see how the offer thing works.
Yeah.
So
you got a problem now, dog.
So this counts as that was my next big purchase. Like, next time I would have bought myself shoes, I won't. And then this counts as that. So
yeah, I say that.
Yeah,
shit
you
all the time.
ever get drunk and then wake up and you're like, oh, I bought some shit on Amazon.
I call them high buys.
Yeah, you do high buys.
I call them high buys.
You do high buys. After my wife got all drunk at your house, the next morning, she was like, oh shit. And I was like, oh, what's up? She's like, I bought something. She shows me it. She bought like $100 worth of makeup stuff. You know, I'm like, hey man,
I call them high buys.
You do that. What was the last thing you high buyed?
Last thing I high buyed was my pug masks.
That thing is so weird.
I was fuck pug mask. Oh shit, get it? 2. I got 2 of them.
Did your dogs fucking freak out about it or
No,
what?
man. I thought they was gonna fucking kill me.
Because they know it's you.
Especially Rakim. I think because they knew it was me. And pugs, the dope thing about pugs are they know other pugs. And they smile at it. They know, hey, that's a pug. So they were like, hey, another homie. You know, I'm like, damn, man, they wasn't scared a bit. They were trying to, in the tongue, you know, they love to lick. So they just try to lick it. So now every time I go put it on, they're like, hey, where you been? Nah, I thought they were going to kill me, man. But no, they love it.
That's funny as hell. Damn, you should have somebody that's never been over there before put it on.
Yeah,
that way
I was thinking about that
they
too.
could probably smell it. So if they
too.
smell something they never smelled before and they see some weird,
look
giant,
up those masks, bro. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? They're so realistic. They got so many of them.
I saw the picture you put up.
What the fuck? This shit looks. So for Halloween, we're gonna get all black sweatsuits.
You're gonna be pugs.
We're gonna be pugs, bro. We're gonna be pugs.
What do you guys do on Halloween? Do you usually do anything, or you just hang out at the house?
We got a weird ass neighborhood, man.
Yeah,
we're the only block that don't have a sidewalk on either side of our fucking street.
Oh, you don't?
We don't. So
I've never noticed that.
We don't get a whole lot of trick or treaters.
Yeah.
So when we do, you know what I mean, all of every house on our block, everybody does their houses and shit. So we're pulling more and more in every year. So we just usually set a fire so they can see us down the block, wait for them to come down. Just chill out. I ain't got no little kids anymore, you know what I mean? So I ain't had to go walking in years. And the last time I did, I think I ruined Halloween.
What happened? Damn, that sucked. You're a dick for that. If you ruin Halloween, man,
I was being vigilant. And I'll tell you why. The app, you know what I mean, for pedophiles and shit.
Yeah.
I downloaded it.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
And we walking around, bro, and my shit's like going off.
Yeah,
and I'm seeing fucking porch lights on and shit that ain't supposed to be fucking on.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
So you know me. Don't take your fucking kids over there because that motherfucker ain't even supposed to be home. Turn your goddamn light off, go in the basement and gag yourself, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so parents were looking at me. One dude was like, hey, man, what app is that? So I'm right here, bro. Right here. So,
yeah, I mean, maybe if you're curious about it, maybe don't even look it up because you probably don't want to know.
I ruined Halloween.
Yeah, we might we look it up. We might have to move.
Yeah,
you never know,
you know
dude.
What I'm
saying? All your neighbors on every side might be.
Nobody actually told me I ruined Halloween, so I guess that's cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was tripping, man. Like, hold the fuck up, man. Even a lot of women, I was like, whoa, just on this street. Yeah, it bugged me out. So Halloween, man.
Yeah, you probably don't want to know, especially because I think they made like the requirement for becoming a sex offender. I think the threshold's a little lower. I think now they'll get you for sex offender if they catch you pissing outside.
Yeah, it's that real.
Yeah, so there's a ton of them. You download that app, you're gonna have a lot of little red dots.
Yeah, don't take your kids trick or treating.
Yeah, go to like a trunk or treat.
Go to a trunk or treat.
I think that just makes more sense anyway.
It does. I like it.
Because it's like people just don't like people coming to their house anymore. Because it's like serial killers kind of used to be a thing a lot more, but now it's like, how are you gonna be a serial killer?
Or he could just have them tied up in the basement. For
nobody
10
answers.
years.
Nobody answers. Well, I'm just saying, like back in the day, serial killers used to be, I think, a more prominent thing. But also back in the day, people used to answer the fucking door when it rang at midnight, and they didn't know. Like, why would you answer the door? If I don't know somebody's coming to my house, if I don't know who it is, and if I don't know what they're coming for, I'm not answering the fucking door.
Like, I don't that click clack, and then,
nobody,
after that,
nobody wants strangers coming to their house
anymore.
And I think that makes sense. I think it was weird that it was ever normal for somebody to just walk up to your house and ring.
Well,
the
history
doorbell.
of Halloween, bro. America takes fucking holidays and they sprinkle their sugar on them. You know what I mean? The history of Halloween, I think in Mexico is totally fucking different.
Yeah, probably just about everywhere.
Totally. I think they and I could have this wrong, I think they celebrate death.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's definitely based on some kind of cult holiday. Or
Yeah,
something,
definitely.
I'm sure.
I think they go to the cemetery and they like.
Well, I
have
think you're
picnics.
thinking of Day of the Dead. That's
Is
just like
this-
it's kind of like that's kind of more like a Memorial Day thing. I think it's just like
Memorial. So
remembering.
I'm mixing them up.
It's just like remembering like the people who have died
Yeah.
before you. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's Day of the Dead.
I know Halloween. It's nothing from nothing good. We'll just put it like
Yeah,
that.
let's see, man. We got
Christmas. That's what
we
Krampus.
we
you know
have
what I
the
mean?
power to find out. Yeah, Krampus. That's
They
a
wasn't
bitch.
dropping presents off and shit. They
Yeah.
wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? They just wasn't
Yeah,
doing that.
It turned into if you're good, Santa gives you a present. But it used to be if you're bad, a demon will come into the house
Kill
and
you.
fucking take you,
You know what
away.
I'm saying? So Easter.
It's that positive reinforcement.
I just like fully learned about what Easter. It's Ishtar, and Ishtar is the whore of Babylon, where in the rabbit and the egg, it'll make a whole lot of sense to you after I tell you this.
Okay.
Ishtar, you're supposed to sit in home and fuck all day. Plant your seed.
Yeah,
Rabbits, eggs, bang, bang.
That does make sense.
Yeah, you're supposed to just lock the doors, close the curtains, man, and all day. That's Ishtar. That's what that shit is. Yeah, I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
well, hey,
yeah. Everything does get kind of
twisted.
bastardized. Yeah, Halloween's origins date back 2,000 years ago.
Really? Wow.
The day marked the end of summer and the harvest and the beginning of dark, cold winter. It's from the Celts, I guess. Yeah, and then Larry Bird's is Boston Celtics.
Right.
They believe that on the night before the New Year, which I guess was November for them.
Yeah.
November 1st, they did because I guess the New Year you just pick, you just pick a day and it's like the year starts now. So on October 31st, they believe that the boundary between the living and the dead became blurred, and the ghosts of the dead returned to the earth. They thought these otherworldly spirits would damage their crops and make it, but they also thought that it was easier for them to predict the future. To commemorate the event, they built huge bonfires where people gathered to burn crops and animals as sacrifices to deities.
Like I said.
Yeah. During the celebration, they wore costumes. That's where the costumes came from.
Cult.
So they put on these costumes and they burned like these sacrifices so that
Today a cult.
so the spirits wouldn't come ruin the rest of their crops and shit.
Today a cult.
And that's where Halloween came from.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very interesting. And pretty much every holiday has something like that. Pretty much every holiday is not what you think it is. Yeah.
Children's stories, the nursery rhymes. If
those
you go
are
back to
the real
history.
versions of those are pretty fucking.
what the
They're
fuck?
pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Hansel and Gretel,
Come on, man.
they don't make it out of the house.
No, they didn't.
Spoiler alert.
They did not.
They did not make
The
it.
three little pigs.
Yeah, they got eaten.
They got ate. Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit. All that shit was evil.
yeah.
Even
Disney.
as a kid, I was like, why she by herself?
Well, that kind of goes back to what we were talking about a few weeks ago with religion. Is they were stories. So the stories didn't have a happy ending because they were telling their kids these stories like, "Don't go into the woods because a wolf will fucking eat you."
So let me lie to you at the end of the story.
Yeah, and if they tell a story that's like, "Oh, this little girl went to the woods and a wolf almost got her, but everything was okay," then that doesn't really teach the kid the lesson. So yeah, those stories, those kids don't usually survive
Nursery
in
rhymes,
the
Hickory
stories.
Dickory Dock, and all that shit.
Yeah,
man.
Ring Around the Rosie. That's about like burning dead bodies.
Yeah. Rumpelstiltskin, you know what I mean? He was
Yeah.
an evil little fucking troll that would kill you. You know what I mean? It's like, what?
Yeah, and then he's on Disney. He's like
Yeah, all
a
Disney
a
shit.
friendly
right.
little. Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. Speaking of Disney,
Oh.
Goofy's a dog, right?
Yeah. But so is Pluto.
What the fuck? I'm 46, man.
Yeah.
So I just saw that on YouTube
Yeah,
the other
that's
day. I was
weird,
watching
man.
comedy,
I've-
something. I was like, damn, I guess I never really thought about that.
I've
did
seen
I?
that before too. Yeah,
Yeah,
Goofy's
a dog having a fucking dog for a pet.
Goofy's a dog. So is Pluto. And Goofy has kids and stuff, and they all act like people.
Does Pluto talk?
No. Pluto's like just a regular dog. Everybody else is animals, but Pluto's
He don't get no lines?
nope. No. Everybody else is animals, but Pluto's he's just a regular dog.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep in the motherfucker.
Yeah, there's mice walking around talking. There's ducks walking around with shirts on. Yeah, Pluto gets a collar.
Ducks with shirts on. You ever see the movie Howard the Duck, yo?
No, but that's
Oh, you gotta go check it out,
no,
man.
I should
Howard
I should
the Duck.
that's some old Marvel stuff.
Yeah,
That's old school Marvel. Howard the Duck.
It's a talking duck from about very well done, might I add, for 89, 90, I think,
Yeah,
maybe 88.
That's Marvel, man. That's that Marvel, man.
Yeah. It's a duck. They come from space.
Yeah, Howard. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, it was a dope movie
yeah, and
back in the day.
he's a foul mouthed little duck from space. Yeah, yeah, I'm familiar. I've never seen the movie, but I'm familiar.
Yeah, check the movie out, man. You gonna love it. You gonna love it.
So I don't know how to bring this up. So I'm just gonna hard transition into this.
Shoot.
Because maybe you're not gonna have answers to this question. Maybe you've seen it before. Maybe you haven't. So the men's restroom.
Okay.
Men's restroom has urinals.
Right.
And maybe ladies aren't as familiar with this, but I'm sure they understand the concept of what urinals are. So when I go into the bathroom at work and I come around the corner and I look at the wall that all the urinals are on, you can see there's like dirt on above the urinals, and you can tell that it's handprints. And I don't know, I've never been going through it hard enough that while I was standing there taking a piss, I had to put my hand up against the wall. And is that like I mean, let us know. Comments. Let us know.
I've seen this before.
You've seen it too?
Okay.
Okay. I haven't seen it until I worked where I work now.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. What's going on with
Why?
you?
Yeah. What's happening?
Yeah. I need to know. I need to know too.
Like at bars, I almost understand because people.
Yeah.
People need the balance.
Yeah.
At bars, I got it.
Yeah, and that don't always work.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah,
but regular.
This is at work. I assume nobody's drunk in there, and enough people are doing it that you can tell. There's like the paint is wearing off in the shape of handprints. There's for real. There's like you can tell that there's a bunch of handprints all over. I don't know if it's one guy that's just been terrorizing the bathroom wall for the last 50 years.
We gotta catch him.
I don't know.
We gotta catch him. We gotta catch him.
I've never been in a situation where I even wanted to do that.
What you doing? Yeah. That is weird. I've seen that position before myself.
Yeah.
So what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, that shit's weird.
Like a motherfucker coming to the mall to take a shit.
That shit's weird. That leads me into another story about peeing technique, actually. So in the Marine Corps, when I was on my way out, they brought back this thing called Chuck Fridays. Chuck Fridays, it's called. We have these. They're like the dress uniforms.
Oh, okay.
And they have nicknames. So there's like dress alphas, dress bravos, dress charlies. There's service alphas, service bravos, service charlies. Those are all different ones. So
never knew that.
Service charlies, those are called Chucks. You just call them Chucks.
Okay.
It's called service charlies.
Makes
So
sense.
Chuck Fridays was a thing that they used to do, but they stopped doing for a while. Where on Fridays you wear your service Chucks, and it's like a
lax day.
No, it's actually
or get pretty.
Yeah,
day.
get pretty day.
Okay.
Usually you're just wearing camis. Monday through Thursday you're just wearing camis, and that's cool.
Okay.
It's just put your pants on his button. It's like big pajamas basically. But Fridays we had to you put on the ribbons with the stack, and you have to wear the like World War II looking hat and all that kind of shit. So they brought back Chuck Fridays. And all this to say, I was taking a piss one time in my Chucks, and they have it's like dress pants, so you have like your shirt tucked into your slacks, and you have a belt.
Right.
So, and maybe I'm gonna enlighten some people here too. So
techniques.
Look, this is just the way I've always done it. So I undo my belt, I undo the button, I unzip my pants, and then I pull my shit out and I pee. Right.
That's how we do it.
Okay. This dude, gunnery sergeant. I'm not gonna say his name obviously, but gunnery sergeant comes up next to me, and he's like, why do you undo your pants all the way to pee? And I was like, I don't know. That's just how I've always done it. And he's like, that's what the fly in the underwear is for. And I was like, oh yeah, true. He's like, yeah. So you don't have to undo your belt and all that shit. You can just unzip your pants and then just pull your dick out of the fly. And then he goes, don't you have a dad? He says, don't you have a dad? And then he walks away. And dude, it kind of, I was like, holy shit, he's right. Like I've been making this so much more complicated than I've ever had to. I was like, he's fucking right. He's right though. Like I don't have to undo my belt every time. But yeah, he's like, don't you have a dad? And then he walks over to the sink and
shit.
washes his hand and walks out.
I'm laughing so hard, man, because I guess, yeah, I had to switch my technique. Yeah, just not. I just started doing that myself, man.
Yeah.
I'm a unbelt, you know what I mean, and do it like that
But
kind of
it's just
guy.
it's just so much easier.
Yeah, it was
I
just
didn't
so
find
much
out
easier.
till I was
but
like
yeah,
till I was like
started-
21.
Oh my God, yeah,
Yeah, it's so much easier.
yeah,
I mean,
so much easier. I agree.
yeah, jeans, whatever. But when you got the whole thing, your shirt tucked in, your belt on, all that stuff, it's so much easier. But I thought it was so funny. He's like,
That's why there's a split in the middle with dress shirts. Damn,
yeah,
makes sense. Now.
exactly. Yeah, all of our clothes are specifically designed to do that. But I never thought of it until some guy was like, "Don't you have a dad?"
Yeah, but
And I was like, yeah. I was all pissed. I was like, yeah, I got a dad.
yeah, but shit.
He didn't show me
He
that.
didn't show me that
He
one.
didn't teach me about flies.
Yeah.
Dad, what are you doing? Man?
What the fuck, dog? You slipping
Come
on
on,
your
come
pants.
on, man.
You didn't teach me that one.
You made me look stupid.
Dad, don't
Chuck-
you have a dad?
on Chuck Friday.
I guess Chuck Fridays, man.
Chuck Friday was fun though because, and this is gonna sound like I'm bragging or like I'm cool or whatever. I'm
Okay.
not bragging. I'm not cool.
Maybe
I'm
not.
not, but you wear your all your ribbons and stuff. You know.
Right.
I call that fruit salad. Some people call it fruit salad. I didn't make it up, but
Okay.
some people call it fruit salad.
I like it.
Yeah, because it's a bunch of different colors and stuff. You know, each ribbon. So it's just like, you know, it's a fruit salad. Some people call it a stack, whatever. But that's when you find out,
Who
you know,
the fuck
because
is who?
it's like, well, yeah, it's like your record. Like you can look at it and you know.
I've always wanted to know what
Yeah.
those meant.
You can look
I
at
didn't
it,
wanna
you know.
disrespect.
You know, like if somebody is deployed, you know, maybe how long they've been in. You know all kinds of things about their career just from that thing on their.
So when
chest.
is the point where they teach you what those mean? Is there a class? Is there what it?
Not? I mean, you kind of find out what they mean when you get them, I guess.
Okay.
Because you get like the like piece of paper that says,
Okay,
you know,
okay,
this is
okay.
this is what this is. So then you
Okay.
go, oh, okay, that's what that one is. There's some that are just gimmies. There's some that's like you got
get
these
anyway.
You got these just for joining, but there's
Okay.
some that are like that are you're the shit. So we had once you get to the point where you're going to be a platoon sergeant, it doesn't matter because we were an infantry unit. But once you're a platoon sergeant, it's kind of a separate job classification. So it doesn't really matter where you came from.
Okay.
They can make you an infantry platoon sergeant, which, I mean, whatever. Maybe a good idea, maybe not. But that's not what we're here about. But you can tell when somebody has never deployed or something and they're a platoon sergeant. So sometimes I would walk around with my stack on, and it would be bigger than some people who had been in the Marine Corps for 20 years longer than I had.
Flexing.
Right, and then it kind of puts them in a position.
Call it what it is, dog.
It kind of puts them in a position where they're like, oh well, maybe I'm not going to be such a fucking asshole.
Call it what it is.
Maybe I'm not going to be such an asshole.
Yeah, that's a major flex. Fuck yeah, you earned that shit, bro.
Yeah, and it would deter some disrespect that you don't necessarily deserve from, because there's a lot of like, I'm a higher rank than you, so I'm going to disrespect you. So it would curve some of that, and then the dudes that had way bigger stacks than me, they would still be like, woo, they like, game recognized game, and they would still the respect that they had for me would go up a little bit.
Okay,
too.
I can dig
So
it.
Chuck Fridays, it was annoying, but it wasn't that bad, because sometimes I would walk into a room with people.
Gave you the
a way
pecking
higher-
order. Gave you
a
the
way-
real pecking order. of-
Yeah, kind of. It lets you see like who's really.
I've always wanted to know that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Dope.
It lets you see who's just talking and who's actually.
So is there?
And it's usually the quiet professionals who aren't running around talking about how many times they've been to Afghanistan. You put them in chucks and they have this huge stack with all these
they ain't never
all
they ain't
these
said
ribbons
shit.
and stars, and you have no idea.
Oh.
Yeah, you're just like, the only thing you ever know is, oh, that's a cool dude, and then go figure.
That's
you know.
like in prison, tears, the tattoo tears. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, I was eligible, but I ain't never put no fucking tats on my face, and I'm tatted up, but I didn't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But same thing, you know what I mean? You see those, and it's like,
Yeah. Sometimes.
and he's sitting over there just chilling, ain't saying nothing, but it'll take all five of y'all out
Right.
with the
Yeah.
same
Sometimes it's nice to have a way to just be able to actually know.
to know,
Yeah.
right?
To just be able to visually look at somebody and say,
So is there
There it
is there a competition with your dress, your creases? Is that real, or is that just a movie?
I mean, it's not a competition, but you will get, like, you'll get a talking to if you got some wrinkles or something, So it's mostly it's like a self-preservation. Like, I just want to walk to breakfast without somebody fucking with me. Because when you're on base, it's like, it's called getting devil dogged. because like the Marine Corps nickname is like Devil Dog. So you'll know you're doing something you're not supposed to do because you know all the rules, and you'll just be walking somewhere, and then in the distance you'll hear somebody like, "Hey, Devil Dog," and then you're like,
Oh shit.
you're like, is he talking to me? So then you keep walking, and then they're like, oh yeah, keep walking away, I'm talking to you. So then you have to turn around and you just have to sit there and
Gotta take it.
you just got to get dressed down for a little bit from some dude you've never even seen before who just saw you on base getting a coffee.
Damn.
Yeah, the Marine Corps is like, if you're walking around fucked up, like somebody will talk to you everywhere you go. Somebody you don't even know is going to stop you and be like, is this
The joint, they just call that a shake now.
Is this how you're supposed to walk around? Yeah.
Name and number.
Yeah, and they'll make you leave. They'll like, you can be in line checking out and they'll be like, get out. And you got
Go handle that and then come back.
And then come back and buy your shit. They'll be like, put all your stuff back, get out, and then come back and try again when you're not fucked up anymore.
Hey man.
Yeah.
You know what you signed up for, boy.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, so it's not really a competition. It's just like, I'm going to look crisp because I know it's not going to get me fucked with. Kind of like the thing I was talking about a couple weeks ago where it's like when it was time to clean the rooms, we just poured bleach all over the place.
right.
Because
if it smells clean.
Hey, if it smells clean, it is clean. If your uniform looks good, it probably is good. But if something's wrinkly, that's when they start taking a magnifying glass and they'll get you for whatever. They'll be like, oh, the paint on your emblem's a little chipped. They'll be like, oh, you got a little hanging thread off your collar. Like I had these little. They taught me how to sew. I had these little
in the Marine Corps.
Yeah. Like when I got a hole in my pants.
Yeah, you gotta.
When I got a hole in my pants or something, I fixed them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
So I had these little tiny scissors that were specifically for cutting little threads off of clothes. Yeah, and every time I had to wear something like that, I would go over every inch of them and just like snipping little fucking threads off. Because if you don't, somebody will see it. I guarantee somebody will see it.
They gonna see it. Hell yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, some people make that like their life's mission to just stand outside the store,
fuck with you,
and just see what's fucked up about people.
Damn.
Sometimes there's part of it's some non-infantry stuff that I'm not super familiar with, but when you get to the rank of corporal, it's like your first kind of important rank. So some units will send you to corporal's course that's supposed to teach you how to be a corporal. But part of the deal, sometimes I guess it depends on where you go. It's like an internal thing, but sometimes they'll make you stand in front of the store and just correct people for like 16 hours. You just spend 2 days doing it, and they just make you stand out there, and then you write down like, I corrected someone about.
Okay, I do know
this.
Enough about the ranks that a corporal, he's the low man, right?
Well,
or one of them, close to it.
It's the first.
Like, how in the fuck does he get to stand there and tell people? Well, because
it's the first rank where you're like kind of really in charge of people, because there's privates, private first classes, there's Lance Corporal. Corporal's the fourth rank in the structure.
Damn, yeah, there is man.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of shit.
Yeah, so once you're a corporal, then technically every Lance Corporal, private first class, private in the Marine Corps is supposed to listen to anything you say at that point.
Lieutenant General and shit.
Yeah,
that shit.
Yeah, that's a big one. Lieutenant General. I don't even think I've ever seen one of those.
Never? You ain't never seen? Yeah,
No,
that's he a motherfucker. Huh? Lieutenant General.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah. I man, that's a lot to learn.
And once you get to not to make the whole rest of this thing about military shit, but once you get to those high ranks, because if they're an officer and it's shiny, that's easy. You just salute. You say, "Sir," that's easy, no problem. If they're not an officer, you're supposed to say their actual rank, which to a certain point is easy. So
hold on. So if you're walking by somebody, you get out your car, he gets out his car, and you meet.
Yeah, you got to be like, "Good morning, gunnery sergeant." You don't have to salute him. You're not supposed to salute him. Don't salute him. You'll get in trouble for that.
Why?
Because you only salute officers.
Okay.
Yeah. But officers have shiny rank on their collars in the Marine Corps. They have shiny rank on their collars, and enlisted people have matte black rank, which is not a big deal when they're wearing the desert colored camis because you can see the black against the tan real good. But I swear, high-ranking enlisted people, I swear they do this on purpose with their woodland camis because they have black on them. And I swear they will look for camis that have black right where they put their shit. Because if you say the wrong rank when you tell somebody good morning, dude, you're getting dressed down for like 10 minutes. Yeah, so it just looks like a black blob. And you have to see it kind of from a distance because you got to be ready. So it's actually like super. I'm getting a little anxiety.
That's psychological warfare right there, man.
It is. I'm getting a little anxiety about it right now because like you'll be walking through the store and your eyes are just like the whole time. Everybody's collars, and you see one in the distance and you're like, oh, that's a big one, so I better make sure I know what the fuck's going on. and you're like staring at it, and it gets closer and closer and closer, and you're like, oh, am I ever gonna figure out what it is? And sometimes you just gotta guess. So sometimes, because there's some that look exactly the same, they just have a different thing in the middle. So there's one with a diamond in the middle.
Okay, yep, I've seen that one.
Yeah, there's one with cross rifles in the middle.
Seen that one.
Yeah, there's one with like an exploding, like bursting bomb thing in the middle. Like,
Okay.
yeah. So you just have to guess sometimes. So sometimes you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna guess, and you're like, good morning, Master Sergeant, and they're like, you just see it happen. They just turn and they're like, this is like a fucking Master Sergeant rank.
Did you ever do it? Did you ever do it?
Get it wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, shit.
All the fucking time. It happens all the time. It's impossible to get it right every time because I swear to God, they look for the ones with like black blobs right where their rank goes, and you just can't see shit.
Oh, man.
So you're like, and they can tell. Sometimes they'll even get you just because you don't sound confident enough. You're like, good morning, Gunnery Sergeant.
What's that movie?
And they're like, what? You don't know what Gunnery Sergeant rank. Sometimes you're right, but you said it so unconfidently that they think that you don't know. So then you get it talking to anyway.
I'm sure you've seen the movie Clint Eastwood, Heartbreak Ridge.
No.
Seen that one? You never seen that one where he fucks with them with the shirts every day. Like he comes in with one shirt and they got the wrong shirt on. So the next day, everybody's trying to guess, and he comes in with a different shirt, and they still got the wrong shirts on. They did it and did it, and he just kept fucking with him about that shirt. Check, it's a dope movie, man. Clint Eastwood, you can never go wrong with him.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. One time, I don't remember what we were doing or what I was supposed to do, but I remember I was smoking. I used to smoke cigarettes when I was in the Marine Corps. So I remember I was smoking, and one of the rules in the Marine Corps is you can't smoke and walk at the same time. You'll get fucked up for that too. Yeah, that's one of the rules. You can't smoke a cigarette and walk at the same time. So if you're smoking a cigarette, you gotta stop and smoke a cigarette, and then you can walk again.
Why?
I don't know.
Just fucking with you. Just fucking with you.
I don't know. So, but we were doing something with the vehicles, I think, and then someone that outranks me comes up to me, and they're like, "Hey, can you go here and do this?" I don't even remember what it was, but I remember I was like, "Oh, I'm smoking. Can I do it after I'm done smoking, or do you need me to do it like right this second? Because I'll put my cigarette out and go do it. It's not a problem. Do you want me to wait or what?" And then he was like, "Oh, just take it with you." I'm like, "Who cares? Just take it with you." So I was like, "Okay, cool." And then in the time that I was walking down there to get whatever he wanted me to get, I'm carrying this box of stuff. It's like, I don't know, something for the vehicle. I don't really know. We were kind of just, we didn't work on the vehicles. We were scouts. So we just like, we're kind of there to like hand them a wrench or whatever. Right. They needed it. So they're like, go get this. And I'm like, okay. So I'm carrying this box and I have a cigarette in my mouth. So in the time that I had been gone, somebody that outranks the guy that told me to just walk over there was talking to him now. So the guy that told me to just go walk over there with my cigarette sees me, and now there's somebody that outranks him standing next to him, and he knows he's supposed to fix me, or he's going to get in trouble. So he's like, "Oh, yo, I know you're not walking with a fucking cigarette in your mouth." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "It's okay, we'll fix your ass later." And I'm like,
"What?"
I'm like, "What?
What you mean, man?"
Yeah. So
damn.
Yeah, that's how it like. Once you're a certain rank, you're expected to keep everyone that's under that rank in check, or else you're a shitbag.
Back in order.
Yeah.
Real
So he's like, "Oh yeah, no problem. Take the cigarette, dude. Who cares?" And
set you up. Sound like he set you up.
Well, and then I don't think he knew, but his boss showed up, and he's like, "Oh, I know you're not fucking walking around with a cigarette." I'm like, and I don't want to be a dick, so I don't say anything. I'm not like, "You told me."
Yeah, to me it sounds like your boy might have set you up.
It might have. I mean, he definitely wasn't my boy, so he might have. Because that's the thing. There are some people that are like that. Yeah. Like there's some people that will purposely find
go that way. Yeah, that yellow line don't mean nothing. Okay.
They'll find a bus to throw you. Like if there's not a bus to throw you under,
somebody gonna try you.
Some people will find one. So yeah, I remember thinking that was particularly fucked up. I used to have these. I used to have this pair of aviator sunglasses that were mirrored. The lenses were mirrored. Big no. You're not allowed to have those.
Word?
And I used to play this game where I would wear them and just see how many times in a day I would get stopped and talked to. Yeah.
Why not?
It's just against the rules, man.
Just fucking with you.
It's just against the rules.
Okay,
dog.
can't have that shit, man.
Reflective. Well, I mean, it makes sense in like a tactical situation. I don't want something reflecting off my face.
Of course.
But when I'm chilling in Southern California, I mean,
gotta get your mind right now.
It's just one of those things. Like you can't wear them. You're not supposed to wear them when it matters, so you can't wear them when it doesn't.
Right now.
But sometimes, I mean, when you're in the Marine Corps long enough, you find ways to have fun, Like if you have to play that game, you have to play the game where you're gonna get yelled at every day anyway. You might as well have fun and see how many times you can get yelled at in a single afternoon. You know, so
Just don't go over the line.
Yeah, I used to wear those around all over the place and get talking to just about everywhere I went.
Aviator shades.
Yeah.
Mavericks.
Yeah, dude, that's what it looked like. Yeah, I would take them off and put them in my pocket. I'd be like, "All right, Gunny, got it, no problem."
Mavericks.
And then he would walk away. I'd put them back on, and then on to the next talking to, man.
Speaking of, man, I'm waiting for that new Top Gun, man.
Yeah.
Keep fucking with me on that.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of not to change the subject, but that's my favorite part of Inglourious Bastards, where he's like somebody tells him like, "Oh, somebody's gonna have your ass for this." He's like, "I'm gonna get an ass chewing." He's like, "I've had an ass chewing before."
That's a hell of a movie, man.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I
Inglourious
just watched that
Bastards.
movie for the first time.
Yeah, I used
not
to.
too long ago.
I used to get ass chewings professionally. It's pretty much my whole fucking job was just walking around and somebody fucking yelling at me.
Yelling at me. Yeah, me pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
You a boxing fan at all, man?
A little, yeah. I'm actually I'm surprised Tyson Fury won that fight.
You are?
Yeah.
You are really?
Yeah, I think Deontay Wilder's a badass.
I don't.
You don't? I think he's a fucking bad dude.
I don't see it in him.
You don't? Okay,
Nah.
sure.
And again, I don't know.
Agree to
I don't
disagree,
know.
man. I
I
think
don't know,
he's-
bro. Let me explain this to you. I'm from a just me and my cousin were just talking about this the other day. How blessed we are to have been able to see Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson. You know, a great. Not to say this generation ain't or won't be, but just a great era of sports, like tyrants.
Well, I think there's something to be said about how kind of rough around the edges people were allowed to be back then. Like Mike Tyson, I don't think
You're right.
Like he wouldn't be fighting the things he was saying to people.
Yeah.
He'd probably be banned from fighting.
Yeah. Just because I eat your fucking children. Yeah, you can't say that.
Yeah, he's like, I'll fuck you till you love me. I was like, what?
Yeah.
If somebody says that to me, I'm not fighting no more.
He can't fight here.
Yeah.
But coming from that great era of sports, the Mike Tysons, Riddick Bowe's, Lennox Lewis's, man, Piccolon Thomas, Sugar Ray, Tommy Hitman Hearns, Roberto Duran, Julio Cesar Chavez, man. These dudes.
Well, that's kind of that cool era where sports were popular and they were also kind of still figuring out how it works. So it was like the wild, wild west. Like people could just do whatever the fuck they wanted.
Well, that and just how can I say this without dissing any of the fighters of today? They were tacticians. Can I say that? Yeah, just tacticians, man. Tacticians. Wilder, especially as a bigger guy, it's too wide. You punching too wide.
Yeah, that's true. You know who I think would be could be considered that boxes today could be like an all-time great is Canelo.
Oh, most fucking definitely.
I like Canelo.
I would love for
Canelo
Floyd to come fight him now.
I like Canelo a lot. Did you see that? You see that face off where the dude swung on him?
Yeah.
That dude tried to sucker punch him. Not only did Canelo get out of the way, but he fucking tagged him and cut his eye open.
Did you see how he got away though, man? He's that's just.
It's insane. He is so fast. It's like he's like the Flash or something. Everybody else is in slow motion.
And he didn't have that when he fought Floyd.
Yeah.
He had that his game. He didn't have that.
He just gets barely out of the way, tagged him, and cut his eye, man.
He'll let you even connect.
Yeah, just glance him.
And know as soon as you touch him to turn the chin.
Yeah.
He didn't have that when he fought Floyd. Mm-hmm. And I think Canelo would be able to fight back in that era.
I think Canelo's
in his weight class.
Canelo's a real good boxer.
Yeah. But just looking at Wilder, man, even the first fight, even the fights before he fought Fury. I actually saw him on the first video when he fought the little white kid that was going around beating up on people and shit. Did you ever see his YouTube channel? I can't remember the kid's name. But he would just go in boxing gyms and challenge everybody and shit.
No.
Yeah, man, check him out. They said Mike Tyson's son finally beat his ass, so he got rid of his channel. But he was talking shit to Deontay Wilder. I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago, but it's on YouTube. And he didn't even you should have fucked this some little punk ass dude from off the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, he really tried to beat this kid up. Like he was really trying. And I'm like, you're fucking trying to be the heavyweight champion of the world. This kid's fucking a foot shorter than you.
I think there's a certain point in boxing where you're big enough that you shouldn't even fight people off the street.
Exactly.
Like,
so I thought
like
that
boxing is one of those sports where
But this kid-
I think you can be too big. Like somebody comes in your boxing gym, you're already a pro boxer and tries to fight you off the street, you can say no.
Yeah, you probably should say no because you could fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Man, what was this kid's name, man, on YouTube? I can't remember his fucking name, but he was like a little bully. He was going around beating up on people with boxing gloves on and shit. And he met Tyson Wilder.
Damn, you remember Kimbo Slice?
Yeah, man.
That was a bad dude. That was a bad.
I remember seeing videos of Kimbo before Kimbo. And
Yeah, there's videos of him just like in somebody's backyard, just having bare knuckle fights. Man, that dude was a monster.
that's a big thing in Cali.
That dude was a
Yeah, that was a big
monster.
thing in Cali. Backyard fighting and shit, man. I've been to a few of those where I couldn't watch that shit, man.
Yeah, it's brutal, man. Bare knuckle fighting.
Bare knuckle fighting is
rough.
is a trip, man. Yeah, but he got his ass whooped. Old boy Fury, man. Dude's a tactician.
Mm-hmm.
If you've seen how he was placing them punches,
Yeah, there's an aspect of boxing that I think a lot of people miss.
I don't think Wilder should have even been in the ring with him.
Like those body shots serve a purpose, man. Like
and
people get bored about like the leg kicks and stuff in the UFC. They get bored about.
I'm not an
body
MMA guy.
Like everybody wants to see just a haymaker to the jaw every time. But I mean,
With heavyweights,
I mean,
you
how
do.
many of those can you throw in a row before you're just gassed?
Especially heavyweights.
Yeah.
And that's all Wilder tried.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really get that part of the game. Like those body shots and stuff, they serve a purpose. Like in round
Joshua-
1, maybe not, but in round 5, those body shots are fucking hurting.
Anthony Joshua lost to a tomato can.
Yeah, some people think if it's not a showstopper haymaker to the face, then it's not worth doing. But
Tyson.
I guess that is more exciting. But I don't know. Like I don't want to see a fight that only lasts 30 seconds into the first round, really. Either whether it's boxing or UFC and I don't really want to see a fast knockout. I want more than anything. I usually probably want to see it go the distance and get a decision. Unless I would like to see it go late and get a big knockout, go late and get a really cool submission or something.
I agree.
Or I would rather it go the
I
distance.
agree.
Like I don't want to see a first round knockout.
I agree to a point. And that all has to do with the history between the fighters.
Yeah,
Who's talking the most shit.
that's true. If somebody is running their mouth,
Like,
it
if
is
you
kind
talking
of
sh-
it is a
knock
little
this
it is a little
motherfucker
satisfying to see.
You know what
them
I mean?
get
So
fucking
you know,
clocked
I'm with you, but then if this dude's talking shit like Wilder,
yeah.
knock this motherfucker out, man. You know what I mean? I just wasn't a Wilder fan. Okay, the dude's name's Charlie Zelenoff.
Charlie's. I'll have to look him up. What do you think about all these YouTube boxers
I don't like it
just jumping into
because y'all
exhibition
picking and
matches?
choosing who y'all want to fight.
Yeah.
Go find
Well, that and it's like
fight Shannon
don't-
Briggs.
You don't have any professional fights, but you get to fight Floyd Mayweather.
Come on, and he's a fucking joke anyway.
Yeah.
He's not one of my favorite champions. He's definitely a fucking boxer, but he's not one of my favorites. But yeah, go fight Tyson.
Yeah. I mean, it's just making a
I believe right now Mike Tyson can be the heavyweight champion of the world and defend his
he
title.
still looks pretty mean.
That's
man.
a different fucking animal, man.
I watched some videos of him working the bag, and he still looks
different. You see Holyfield? Oh, that was a bad one.
he still
I didn't
looks
watch
pretty
it,
good.
but
I didn't watch that one at
it
all.
wasn't
no.
it wasn't good for him. But Mike Tyson, that's a different animal, man.
Yeah,
I believe he could.
he
come.
could definitely kick my ass.
Oh yeah, I
He
believe.
could come in here. I could have a week to get ready, and I could sucker punch him in his sleep.
But see,
And he would
I-
still wake up and beat the shit out of me.
that Floyd Mayweather shit, and I didn't watch it. You know, I looked at the highlights later and shit. I mean, I was like, why, bro? Why?
Yeah.
You should have beat the fuck out of
Yeah,
him.
you got enough money, and he could have.
You
I
should've
mean, you
beat-
can't tell me those exhibition matches aren't. There's not some kind of influence on those.
Yeah, that was a fucking joke.
Yeah. I don't. Jake Paul did knock that NBA player out real good though.
Yeah.
I think that was legit.
Yeah, that was legit.
absolutely
That was
he
legit.
thought just because he was an athlete he could box.
Now, what they say, you cannot play boxing.
Yeah,
Okay, you
yeah.
can't play boxing, bro. You can't. Yeah, you're an amazing basketball player.
Yeah,
But
it's being
you can't-
being an athlete will help. I guess you keep your wind, but maybe you're stronger than the average person. But I don't
Well,
know.
footwork, endurance.
Yeah, there's
you know?
definitely there's a lot of.
I mean, I played basketball.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean that's
could-
a lot of muscles that you don't use. There's all these little tiny muscles in your back and in
Right.
your arms and stuff that if you're not using them, those are gonna get tired.
There's a lot of running in basketball. People would think, but I could never run track.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of a runner.
It's
Like
different sport.
I saw the Oklahoma guy the other day. I'm like, that's a runner.
Yeah. Well, I don't think any sport directly translates into anything else. Like being good at football doesn't automatically mean you're good at basketball. Being good at basketball doesn't automatically mean you're good at soccer.
Well, wait a minute. Hold up.
Maybe you're
Tennis.
maybe you're more inclined to be better.
The footwork in tennis and basketball was similar, but that was it.
Okay.
That was it.
It's still a different. You might suck at serving or something. It's still a different skill set. You know, there's still something else that you have to learn before you're serviceable at.
Let's say what
at a different
golf,
sport.
baseball is just the angle of your stick, but still. Man.
Well, I mean, you don't have to worry about throwing and catching in golf.
Right. So
you don't have to worry about putting in baseball. I don't think anything directly translates. I mean, there is such thing as being athletically gifted for sure. Like there are some people who are just more inclined, maybe will take less work to be good, but I don't think anybody's automatically good.
Primetime Deion Sanders.
Anything.
Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
That's about it. Well, I mean,
but they played both sports throughout their careers, right?
Right.
They didn't play football their whole career and then just one day say I'm going to play baseball now.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they grew up.
It's like, somebody playing the NBA and then saying I'm going to box.
I can't think of anybody.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Herschel Walker. He did well.
Yeah.
He did coming from football to MMA, but he was already a martial artist, so I don't.
Yeah, see, I don't think there's any automatic skill transfer.
He was already a martial. He was already practicing martial arts during his career. So
maybe you're just more agile than somebody else. Maybe that automatically gets you a leg up on somebody, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're fundamentally better at that sport.
Yeah, you gotta be a bad motherfucker, man. Yeah. I can't think of anybody. Not off top.
Yeah, especially boxing.
No, you can't play boxing, man.
No.
You can't play boxing.
No, you cannot play boxing. That's I think that's the show. That's like an hour 14. Like I said at the beginning, make sure you like our videos, subscribe, and tell your friends, man. Tell your friends. By far would be the best thing that you can do for us. Tell them to follow us on Instagram. Tell them to watch our YouTube videos. Tell them we're a good time. Tell them sometimes we get a little deep. Sometimes we keep it real. Sometimes we get a little emotional even. We get a lot of good feedback about that, actually. So people like it. We keep it real, dude. Real spill, as Damon says. Like I said, follow us, like our video, do all that stuff. And above all else, have a great week. See ya.